Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you have practiced the topic which we discussed in last tutorial and you are revising the content on a regular basis. This is Deepika Luna, your ICT teacher, is once again with you with a new tutorial. In the last tutorial, we discussed about query, and here we used the query. Let's run this query once. So, to check the result, click on run command. So, here we have this query table. You can see on left side, on left pane, this is form, this is query we have created. Now we go to the design view first of all. Now next we have to show only the records where ready is no and solid is yes. This I told you to do. I hope you have done this and you were able to do this, but if some of you were facing difficulty, so I'm just going to do this for you. You have to show the records where ready the value is only no and the sold value is yes. So it must match the criteria. Now we go to the criteria. Here we have ready. Here we will write ready. Ready was no. Yes. So here no, and sold we will write here yes. Now let's run this command. So now we have all the records where the value for ready is no and value for sold is yes. All the records we have with the value yes or no. So you might be thinking that might be possible there are only yes and no values. So for this, how can we check that? So once I just delete this, now run this query. Now if you see here the number of records, you can see here number of records, they are 228. So values, if we see here 228. So for ready some values are yes and some values are no. For sold some values are yes and some definitely are no. So what we did in this, that in now right now that we choose those records where ready, for the ready field value is only yes and for the sold field value is only no. So once again let's do it. So now for the ready value is only no and for yes sold is only yes. That is what we wanted to retrieve in this query. Now we will close this query table, then go to this. Now what we have to do, now further we have to create a report. Now we have completed with the query part. Now we have to create the report. For that, first of all I'll go to create, then report wizard. Now here I will be having all the tables and queries which I have created for this database. So we have to choose the fields which we uh, have chosen using the query from multiple tables. So we will choose this query. So as it was asked, which fields do you want on your report? So the same steps which we did in query wizard. So if we want to move all the fields, I will click on this double angular brackets and all the fields will be selected. Then click on the next button. Now how do you want to view your data? Now I want to view the data as per the query which I have created. So I'm using this because all the fields I'm having which I have to choose for my report using the query table. So here my location, board ID, tree type, thickness, width, length, ready, sold, price, volume, all fields are there. Then click on the next button. Now do you want to add any grouping labels? We are not going to add any grouping in this, it is not required. So click on next. So sorting we have to do actually as per the question. So if we see, then sorting has been not told. Okay, sorting has not been asked, but still you will not sort the items in this step when you will create the report. Remember it, it is very important. I will tell you the reason when I'll use this sorting tool, then I'll discuss with you that why you are not supposed to use it in these wizard steps. So now move to the next, then we will click on the, then we have to choose the layout. Let's see here if we have been asked to set the layout. So in this we have only told it has all data and labels fully visible and has a page orientation of landscape and it should fit on a single page wide. So you will simply choose here. You have not been asked to choose, you can choose it as per your requirement. So columnar, tabular, justified. So tabular is by default, so I'm leaving it with the default view of the report. Orientation we have so set landscape. Now it must fit to a single page. For this, remember to check on this checkbox, mark a check on this checkbox. So so that it will be that if you want that your report should fit on a single page. Then come to the next. What title do you want for your report? So we can give some title to the report. Let's see here if we have been asked. So here include a report title. So here now I'm just copying it from here. One minute. This is not being selected. I just need to select this area. It is not being selected. So I'm just typing it here. Sold timber in store. It is very important to have a title. Now what you want to do you want to preview the report or do you want to modify the report design? I just want to preview the report, so click on finish. So this is the preview of our report here. You can see here the report, preview of our report. After going to the layout view, now we have to set these labels. We have to make it fully visible. Now we will simply click on each of these field labels. It will be selected, then hold down the shift key and then the data will also be selected. So I'm just dragging it little so that it could fit properly. Sometimes students forget to do this, and some of the marks are being assigned for this also. So please make sure that you don't forget to do this. Don't worry about this. We will shift it here a little bit. It will automatically be adjusted. Then you just need little practice for this. It will be easily done. It's not difficult to do. You just need to make sure that all data should be visible properly, and all data labels should also be visible properly. I'm not dragging, I'm simply dragging and moving it, so that the data should be visible properly and the data label should also be visible properly. So now we have to make this. Now we simply drag it and simply move it here. Now we simply drag it, sold. We can shift it here. Shift it more. We just need to shift it little. Now all the data labels are visible properly and the data is also visible properly. Let's just have a look. All data is visible. So now we have completed with this step. Has all data and labels fully visible. So all data and labels are fully visible in the report. Now next, sort the data into year, milled, then location, and then board ID, all three fields in ascending order. I think when I checked it earlier, I missed it. So sorting is also given. So now I will tell you how to sort it. First of all, go to design view. Now in the design view, under the design tab, you have group and sort option. In grouping and totals, if you're using different office version, the command can be little vary from from this site. Like it will be in design group only, but it may vary in your window the position of this option. So you just need to click on this option, and then here it will ask you add a group and add a sort. So first of all, go back to the question. Year, milled, location and border ID. We have to choose these fields for sorting, and all these fields should be in ascending order. Let's go back to the assess window. Smallest to largest only we will choose. Then second was location. Automatically it has taken by default ascending orders. Ascending means smallest to largest. Next, board ID again. So first of all, I save it. Now I go to the report view. Now sorting has been done. Sorted as per the year milled. You can see now first it is 2012, then 2013, then 2013 is quite long, then 14. So it means it is sorted properly. Similarly, we can see the location it will be the air milled will be the first field which will be considered for the sorting. So automatically it will sort this report accordingly. Now next, okay, calculates the total value of the selected boards by multiplying the price field by the volume. So we have price field with volume. Simply drag it. Okay. Price into volume. So we just need to add database tools, label we have to add, so here to price into volume. Now next, calculates the total value of the selected boards by multiplying the price field by the volume. So first of all, just deleting it here. Now what you have to do, you have to multiply the price and volume to calculate the total value of the selected boards. So under the design tab, controls, then text box. See, it is in the page footer. You are not going to add it in the detail. It will be in the page footer. Here, now here we have to enter the formula equal to price into volume. Now has a label to the left of this number, value of this stock. So we have to give this a label. Value of this stock. Sit a little bit. Once you will do it yourself, then you will feel it easy. So if you are feeling that it is going to be difficult, don't worry, this is not difficult, but it needs practice. So now we go to the report view. Now here the value has been calculated. Here the value we are having, the value has been calculated. Next, displace this value below the price column. So now we have to check whether we have displayed it under the price column or somewhere else. So this value is actually under the price column, but not exactly. So now it is under the price column. So now it is under the price column. Next, we have been given that we have to show the price as currency. So we will go back to assess window. If we see at the end of the report, now it is not given in any format. So first of all, we need to go to the design view. Now here we have this price box. So we will just click on this price box. It will be selected. Now under the design tab, you have tools group. Under the tools group, you have option property sheet. Whichever text box you will select, the property will be available as per that text box. You will click on this property sheet. Now this is text 28, so property sheet for this text box has been opened. Now you have to choose format as currency. Then you can simply close it. Go back to report view. Let's check. So now it is having the same currency format which we have used in price. So we have completed with this step. Now we are having the last step which we are supposed to do, that has your name, center number and candidate number set to appear on each page of the report. See children, it is very important. Until your name, center number and candidate number will not appear on any of the sheet when you take the printout, it will not be considered any valid sheet document or valid sheet. It will be null and void. So this step is very important. Do not forget to do this step during your examination. So first of all, we will go to the design view. Now one is page footer and one is this is page footer and this is report footer. Now what will be the difference? Now when you will use page footer, then it will appear at the end of every page. But if you will use a report footer, then it will only appear at the end of the report. So as it was not mentioned anything that whether we have to display it on the top or bottom, so we can set it as per our requirement. So I'm just setting it to the report footer. So I'm going to click on text box under design tab in controls group. Now here I will write, first of all, I will write the name of the person, name of the student, then candidate number, then center number IN087 as you know. go back to the report view. There is some problem, I think some issue is there. Let me check. Sorry, we were supposed to use label, not the text box. So 1001 and 087. You can make it smaller also. Little shift also. Let's see now. So here show 1001 IN087. So if we go to print preview, then this is the first page of the report, second page of the report, third page of the report, fourth page of the report, and fifth page of the report. So now it is appearing only on the end of the report, not at the every page. So we have completed up to this. Okay, now children, as you have already been given this task sheet, so try all these tools yourself and let me know if you face any difficulty in using any of the tools. You think that just watching the video you would be able to do it in your examination? You won't be able to. You just need to practice. Only then it would be easy for you. Here we have done some of the tools. In the next tutorial we will discuss some more tools. So till that time, thank you. Have a nice day.